Hey everybody, I'm Tim at Hampshire County Hot Rods, here to show you this beautiful 66 GT350. First thing I just want to mention is this beautiful, stunning sapphire blue paint. It's a 1966 only color. It's correct for this car, and it is drop dead gorgeous. Let's talk about the panel fitment. As you can see, the hood lines are absolutely perfect. The eyebrows line up absolutely perfect. Same thing with our front racing apron. A lot of time went into fitting this car and making things correct. We've got the white stripes buried in clear. Can't feel a thing. Absolutely perfect work here. You look down the side of this car, straight as an arrow. Got a mirror finish on this car. Beautiful gaps, perfect from top to bottom. Same thing with the back of the door to the quarter. Beautiful, beautiful line here. Jams, absolutely perfect paintwork, same as the outside of the car. New strikers, new door panels, new hardware, brand new vent window. Everything's new on this car, restored, folks. You take a look at that interior, we got completely new stunning interior. Look at that walnut wood wheel. Shelby tack. Everything in here has been restored or replaced with brand new components. Headliner's perfect. Dash is perfect. Door shuts like a brand new car. Got the Shelby racing plates back there. Perfect lines in the deck lid as well. Panels line up absolutely perfect. Brand new bumper. New tail light lenses. New tail light bezels. Come around this side too also. You can see, again, talking about our fitment and all the time that goes into making things line up absolutely perfect. Just a little bit extra you get when you have builders that are treating this car like it's their own. Paint is just popping out here in the sun. Let's get inside this trunk. Opens up, beautiful. You can see the paint work on the back of the lid. All the jams. Just as nice as the outside of the car. No scrimping anywhere on this. We went with a full trunk interior here. Custom fit carpet. Even right up over the fuel filler neck. It's a beautiful, beautiful kit here. Got the restored trap door in here. Let me show you how that works. Just pull up on your little latch here. Got this little mechanism right here. Goes up, locks in place. You hit it again, and it closes. Beautiful. All the stainless on this car is beautiful. New door handles, new lock bezels. Again, this side here, mirror image of the other side. Perfect jams. You can see those racing belts in there, front and rear. Let me flip this rear seat. You can see right now it is in the two-seater mode right now. As you know, these fastbacks were called 2+2. That simply meant it was a two-seater plus two more if you need it. Absolutely perfect. Racing belts in the rear also, so your passengers can feel just as secure as you are. And look at this door, shuts like a new car. Again, I'll mention it again. Vent windows totally restored. New glass around this whole car. No pitted chrome on this car. Drop dead gorgeous car. If you want a head turner, you're in the market for a Mustang Fastback, this is the one. We urge you to go through our description, read all the specifics, all the fine print. There's a lot to mention on this car. You can give us a call 7 days a week. My number is 413-519-2178. I'm Tim. I can answer any questions you may have. Our listing is pretty comprehensive, but if there's anything else you need to know, feel free to give us a call. Alright, let me pop the hood on this beauty and we'll fire this beast up. Real functioning hood pins on this car. Authentic. Alright, let's take this sweet little 66 out on the road. First thing you notice when you strap into this baby is this big racing belt. Makes you feel real secure in the car. And this seat, totally redone. It's just very firm, feels like a brand new seat, which it is. It's fantastic. Got this beautiful Shelby walnut wheel too. It feels great in your hands. One of the best wheels I've ever had in my hands, to be honest with you. I've had a lot of steering wheels in these hands, restoring these cars over the years, and this is a beautiful, beautiful wheel. We got 4-wheel disc brakes on this car, and you notice it as soon as you get in and you hit the brakes. It feels like a brand new car, very firm. Car's got a beautiful exhaust note. Flowmaster exhaust. Got this 5-speed gearbox for shifted, and it feels absolutely beautiful. Without even realizing it, taking off real easy. I'm up to 60 miles an hour in 4th gear. The car is very smooth. Got my hands off the wheel. She's straight as an arrow. Beautiful. I'm gonna throw her into overdrive, 5th gear here. Beautiful option to have on a car. If you want to take this car out to on some cruises and go for a long ride, maybe taking on vacation, you can do it with this car. Right now we're about 60 miles an hour. You can see about 1,800 RPMs, maybe even 16 or 1,700, very low. Got a 355 gear in this car. It's a beautiful intermediate gear. Gives you plenty of low-end power coming out of the hole with the car. And you can also take it on the highway, and with the overdrive you can cruise anywhere. We're going up a pretty big hill here. I'm in 5th gear. Car is climbing with ease. Car's got plenty of power. We've got sway bars front and rear on this car. Beautiful setup. The car's very, very tight on the corners. I don't experience any body lean or roll in this car at all. You know, when we build cars, we go through all the systems. We make sure everything works. In this car, everything does work. When you get up around the corner here, we'll go through some of the switches and knobs here and let you see for yourself. Let's start off with the horn. Very important feature. It's a beautiful horn, brand new. We got a cigarette lighter down here. I know it's old school, but it's nice and it works beautiful. Just in case for any reason you need it, it's there. Maybe use it as a PowerPoint. Wipers work absolutely perfect. I don't know if he's showing you the gauges yet, but everything's working beautiful. We got our temp. This car runs very cool. We got a nice setup in it with an electric fan and a beautiful custom shroud, sealing it all up. Amps are running perfect. Oil pressure right where it should be. Fuel gauge works beautiful. We got blinkers on the right, blinkers on the left. Now another feature we put in this car, you're not going to find in a lot of older muscle cars, is a emergency flasher setup down here. Throw that on, you got your 4-ways flashing just in case something happens. You never know. New car, old car, restored, unrestored, anything can happen. One thing that happens when you're cruising in this car, after about 5 or 10 minutes, you forget you're in an old car. This car drives just like my wife's Volvo. I bust her all the time. She's got a beautiful Volvo. I tell her this car drives even better. Heading back towards the shop. When we get there, we'll show you the drivetrain. We'll get this car up on the lift. We'll show you the undercarriage and all the fancy stuff underneath that makes this car as great as it is. Alright, we got this sweet little 66 up on the lift. Let's take a peek underneath. Let's start off with this fuel tank. Brand new, beautiful, clear coated. It's going to look like this and last for a long time. We got 5-leaf grab-a-track leaf springs in the back, upgraded, beautiful. We got these grab-a-track tie downs here if you want to trailer this car to the track or trailer wherever you wish, ready to go. We've got disc brake setup in the rear. Functions absolutely beautiful. We got a Hotchkiss sway bar. KYB gas adjust shocks, okay, to complete and finish up the handling in the rear. This car handles like it's on rails. We got an 8-inch rear end here housing a brand new posi unit by Yukon and a set of 355 gears. Let's take a look at the sheet metal in the back. Drop downs, absolutely perfect. Rear frame rails, absolutely perfect. And those are real problem areas on these Mustangs, as you well know. Sliding forward a little bit to the torque boxes, again, absolutely perfect. The rear section of the frame rail coming down, everything's absolutely perfect. We've got a 2.5-inch Flowmaster custom exhaust front to back on this car. Brand new e-brake cables running to those disc brakes in the rear. We've got frame ties. Okay, it looks like they belong there. Absolutely perfect job on those. You can see the floor pans. They look absolutely original to the car. I don't see any seams or anything that shouldn't be there. Beautiful, beautiful work. We've got a Ford Performance drive shaft here, all weighted and balanced. And again, that is clear coated too. That finish is going to stay just the way it is. You can see we've got red oxide finishing our center section here, the way it's supposed to look. Absolutely beautiful. Moving forward here a little bit, we've got this world-class T5. And you can see we got a modern drive line cross member here, okay, for this conversion. And that houses all the original e-brake components here, so that functions correctly. And everything looks original under here. We got stainless brake lines front to rear. You can see these beautiful Patriot headers coming down here. Ceramic coated, 3-inch collectors. Phenomenal headers. If you look over here, you're going to see right here, this is header wrap, okay? This header wrap was put on here to protect the clutch cable coming down. You know, again, doing these swaps on these old cars, on these Mustangs, it's a small engine compartment. A lot of people have had problems with melting clutch cables. Not this car. They took the time and protected everything here. Absolutely perfect. We've got Willwood disc brakes up front. Got another Hotchkiss sway bar up front. We've got 67 style spindles on this car. They're all welded and reinforced. Okay, and that's a really big upgrade. You can see we got Bear bump steer kits on this car. Okay, we got a Heim outer tie rod setup on this car. This is all upgraded high-end stuff, folks. It's going to make this car perform as well as it looks. We got this big Moroso pan on this holding a couple extra quarts of oil, just to make sure this thing doesn't lean out on oil. Going to protect that engine. Everything under this car is restored or brand new. Okay, you're not going to look under this car or anywhere on this car and find stuff that looks like it's was just transferred from some other car and put on this. Everything is absolutely gorgeous. You can stick mirrors under this car if you want to bring it to a car show and be very proud of what you got here. Brand new starter, brand new hoses, brand new polyurethane bushings front to rear. Just absolutely gorgeous, everybody. Absolutely perfect. All right, and a couple other things to mention under here. We do have a King Cobra clutch setup in there, and that clutch grabs absolutely beautiful and still has a fairly soft pedal, so drivability is exceptional. And the suspension up front, we got those same beautiful KYB gas adjust shocks up there, and we've also got these 2-inch Shelby drop springs up there. Beautiful. Let's take a peek at these wheels and tires on this beauty. American Racing Torque Thrust Ds. Okay, classic on these cars. This wheel I think looks the best on these Shelbys. We've got BFGs, another favorite of ours. We got 205 60-15s up front. Okay, let's take a look out rear. Back here, we went a little bigger, went with 215 60-15s, and of course that same beautiful Torque Thrust D. And these center caps do come with the car, folks. Okay, we just chose to leave them off. We prefer the look with them off, but that's a decision you can make on your own. They will be coming with the car. While we're over here, check out those pinch welds on them rockers. Okay, absolutely perfect. And look at that paintwork. Okay, that is shining all the way down to the lower end. Same with the quarter panel in the back, okay? Our work goes all the way down. Beautiful pinch weld, beautiful paint work, wet sand and buffed all the way down to the bottom. Look at the gap on this rear valance. Okay, a lot of time went into this car to make sure things fit perfectly. Now, if you're in the market for a Mustang, I'm sure you've seen a lot of Mustangs that look pretty rough back here, okay? It's part of the way the cars were built, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you happen to own a car like that, I'm not putting it down. I'm just letting you know that we go the extra step and really work them over. And the whole car is like this, folks. We're going to show you outside. We're going to do a full walk around. All the gaps, panel fitment, absolutely perfect on this car. Got a King Cobra clutch in this car. It bites very firm. The clutch pedal is very soft. It's a beautiful, beautiful setup. on this engine build too. We'll show you a little later on. This car really boogies. It's got it all. Great looks. Wherever we cruise with this car, everybody likes to wave and get noticed. They want to make sure you notice them. Everybody gets excited when this car comes through town. And I can guarantee any car show you go to, it's going to be a head turner and a show car winner. You have to build a trophy shelf if you buy this car. Every time we finish a car at Hampshire County Hot Rods, we bring it to some local shows, see how the reactions are. And this car on the very first show took best of show. Got a beautiful trophy we can show you later. It's a fantastic build. Everything we build here, we build as if we're building for ourselves. We spare no expense. We go through all the systems, like I said, make sure everything works as if we're going to keep the cars. And that's what you want. The problem is nowadays you got a lot of car builders that are building cars just to sell them. So there's going to be some corners cut, but not here. I can guarantee you that. As soon as we get up around the corner here, I'm going to slow this car down. I'm going to go through the gears a little bit hot for you. I'm not going to go crazy. The heater box in this car completely restored and functional. And again, we did that because you know, if we were building the car for ourselves, we were going to be out on some fall nights or early in the spring. You got some chilly nights. You're going to want some heat in this car. So we made sure that the whole system was restored and functioning properly. Especially here in New England, get some chilly nights. A beautiful Shelby tack. He keeps rolling in front of. There's a real eye catcher to it. People love that tack. And it's in a perfect spot. You don't have to take your eyes off the road. You can keep looking forward. You can still see where your RPMs are. All right, we're rolling up around that corner I told you. Gonna give you a little sample here. This car, the way this engine was built, you're probably going to be up around a 65, 6,800 RPM red line. We're not going to come anywhere near that. I'm going to shift this car around 4,500. Just give you guys a little sample here. Here we go. Alright, there's 75 miles an hour. Just a little over a few seconds here. The car's a real mover, real machine here. Yeah, very docile. You can take this car around town, putt around town if you want. She's not going to act up at all. And if you need to, you can open it up like we just did there. And there was a lot more left, I'll tell you right now.